Another sign that your loved one may be moving further along in their death and dying journey is if they're making comments that they believe someone is hurting them, that someone is attacking them, that someone is out to kill them, whether that's a person on the hospice team, another family member, or even yourself. They might even make comments about the house. The house is falling down. The house is burning down. Someone's trying to break into the house. These are not uncommon, but a little more rare statements that people make at the end of life. And so one thing that I want to address is that we are definitely moving into the more spiritual realm of the end of life process, but also regarding hospice workers. So it's extremely rare for someone on the hospice team to set out to want to harm people. It's a difficult line of work, and the vast majority of people who are in that line of work really do care and want to ease the suffering of human beings. So that's very unlikely that that is happening, but it's not unreasonable to check in and make sure that's not happening if your loved one is saying that they're being abused by someone on the hospice team. Very rare, highly unlikely, but most people are going to do their due diligence and make sure that that's not happening. So it can be very difficult to hear your loved ones say that they think that you're trying to kill them or attack them. These can be really alarming things to hear. And then it's just confusing when your loved one is talking about how the house is falling down, burning down, or someone's trying to break in. So again, we're talking about the more spiritual aspects of end of life. So this falls into the category of the idea or the belief that this person has that their body, mind, spirit, even soul and ego are all separate facets of who they are as a whole. And so at end of life, some of these things start to unravel, right? Like your mind and your body are things that are temporary. Your ego can be temporary, but your soul or your spirit are things that continue to live on without your body or mind. And so if this falls into your belief system, you may believe that these things are unraveling and becoming separated at the end of life. And so if we take this as a metaphor, right, anything dealing with spirituality at end of life usually falls under the category of a metaphor. People are speaking in symbols and metaphors to express what's happening. I don't really think we have any other kind of language other than a metaphor to express how that feels and what's going on. So if we take the idea of house as your body, it becomes a little more understandable and explainable when people are talking about end of life. The body is, or my house is burning down. Someone's trying to break into my house. The house is falling down. If you replace house with body, then it makes more sense. My body is breaking down. My body is falling apart. Someone's trying to break into or out of my body, right? So try to understand it from that perspective, and it will become clear that you're moving along in the death and dying process when we're speaking about the soul or the spirit breaking free from the physical body or the mind or the ego even dying at the end of life. Now, again, besides making sure that no one's actually being abused, you want to think about how this could play into a medication issue. Like medications could need to be adjusted. It could be part of the disease process. You know, some diseases come along with ideas of being followed or attacked. Some sort of paranoia can fall into some of these disease processes, especially if they're neurological in nature. So these are also things that you want to rule out. But if everything's already been ruled out, then we can take this as a spiritual situation and metaphor that this person believes on some level that their body is slowly unraveling or separating from their spirit or their soul. So I hope that helps, and thanks for watching.